Yo, what it do, man? This your boy, Hot Boy Guttah on GUP. I am him because he is me. Today, man, I got a special guest. I got somebody finally. I ain't gonna say he was bold enough. My boy is probably one of the most controversial niggas in the gym. One of the most opinionated niggas in the gym. He plays hard. He got the right to say what he want to say. So I had to invite him to the underground. My boy Jabo. Jabo, man, what's happening with him, my guy?
What's going on, man? How everybody doing today?
Man, we chilling, man. So before we get into the questions, man, let me ask you, man, as a man, how's your mental and everything right now?
I'm pretty good. You know, you gotta stay focused raising kids. You know, you go through different things with your baby mamas and stuff. But overall, you know, staying focused, making sure them kids straight. That's what keep me going. You know.
So mentally, you in a good space.
Yeah.
All right, so that's definitely good. Yeah, that's all I be wanting. Yeah, so we gonna jump right into it, man. So right about now, how do you feel about the space in Atlanta basketball as far as like this summer, this year? How do you feel about it?
I feel like we be in a good space, right, with the regular hoopers like us. People go to work. It's like when the big dogs come, they don't come to hoop for real.
Right.
It's like they come because it been broadcast, or they come because they say they working on something.
Right.
And it's like, bro, I know some of y'all. Y'all can really hoop.
Right.
Let's make it fun by hooping for real.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what blow me. Like,
Right.
they come back
From wherever they come from, and they just feel like they at a low level.
Yeah. So now you come drop 12 points.
Right. And you supposed to be a pro.
But then
so when you run into guys like that and they drop points like 12 points and shit like that, how do you view them after the whole status of them being a pro?
I mean, I can't say you're a pro.
Right.
We was just talking about this the other day. We was at Brady. We watched the game. They said this dude was going to USC.
Right, yeah.
He had like 8 or 9 turnovers. They said he gonna be a pro.
Right.
My thing was, I was saying for me, 75. If I coming to be a pro, I'm coming to make it feel like he a pro.
Yeah. You come to put the stamp on there like this is why I'm a pro and y'all not.
To me, 8 on their team was more of a pro.
Yeah, that young dude.
Yeah,
but he said he was on his way to Italy.
But he came to hoop. To me, a pro is somebody who gonna show up to hoop regardless of who here.
LA Fitness or not. So that was my whole take of that. Like, you know, we had the conversation and my boy Boot was bigging up old boy, and I was like, nah, not from what I saw. You know, you can, and you made a good point. You told Boot, if I was a scout today and you told me dude hoop like this, I wouldn't believe you. I'd go with a whole nother guy that I just saw. And that was the young dude number 8. I don't forget his name. But no, dude was super tough. And we talking about college ball league. So outside of that, what do you feel like is the best league in the city right now?
I mean, I don't know, to be honest, because, like, you know, the league's only going to post the good stuff. Right. They ain't going to show you what's really going on.
I'm saying what you played in. Like, wherever
what
you
I played
in,
I have to say the most would be East Point. You know, just the whole environment. You can bring your family. You chilling. It's cool. It's laid back. Everybody having a good time. It's like you come, you just say we play at 1.
Right.
We'll be there to 6 o'clock.
Right.
You look at your phone and be like, man, let me get up out of here.
Right, yeah. We really done kicked it for like shit.
Every game.
Like the whole day, because it's more, like I tell folks, hooping at East Point was more like an event. Yeah. It wasn't like just hoop, pull up, play basketball going. They got the grill going. They got some music playing. They got the Jumbotron. They got the guy on the microphone. You know, it's more than just hooping and leaving. Some people do, but if you familiar with the area, this your side of town, you really ain't in no rush to leave.
Now, what I can say, East Point took the competition level up. I seen people play harder than I did in any other league, even pros, even guys saying they was pros. I seen everybody.
Like my guy Scotty came out there, and you know he really had to hoop. You know what I'm saying? And
I would give him credit though. From that first time I seen him in the gym at Brady, Holmes been really getting after it. Yeah, I could say that's a pro to me because from day one,
he showed why he a pro.
Man, he ain't been like backseat. He hooping, he going. He ain't taking nobody light. Like you come to the South Side and you take a lightly, you gonna have a long day. Yeah, you gonna be honest with you.
A long ugly day, and we gonna talk it. Like you gonna hear about it because you know, like you and Big Dude went last game. He went to yelling. He did see that, and you like, nigga, you garbage. Like we put you on the line on purpose. You smoked the game.
And then I'm gonna tell you this. He'll vouch for this. I told this man when we came out the timeout, you missed it free throw, we gonna beat you.
Damn sure did. And I said to myself, I was like, that was a great timeout because you iced him. And I don't think he picked up on that. You know what I'm saying? Because he went and sat down.
First of all, his problem was from the beginning. His first words were, "I got a double-double."
After the loss.
But you saying this in the middle of the game, so to me that let me know you was never here to help your team.
Oh, okay, you here for numbers. And you remember I spoke on that on one of my shows when I said this is what separates greats from good players, because good players bring up numbers. Great players show. You know what I'm saying? I want to see a performance. You know what I'm saying? Your stats don't mean nothing to me if I'm spectating the game. I'm not looking at how many numbers or points you putting up. I'm looking at your impact on the game. If you can't impact the game,
plus and minus.
Plus and minus tell a lot, but plus and minus don't tell the whole story because you still got to play with guys.
But see that when I say
but
plus
if
and minus,
they do an individual plus and minus.
No, but when I say plus and minus, meaning you know how we raise. We gonna look at the game and we gonna look at your plus and minus.
Right.
Meaning we watch the game, see like, oh, okay.
When you get in the game,
yeah,
it goes up. Or when you get in the game, it goes down.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, I could put you in the game with 4 players that's playing terrible, but you playing great. Yeah. But y'all are tanking.
Yeah.
But you playing great, and that minus will fall on you.
But we know that. We gonna say that. We gonna say we know his plus and minus is down because the lineup.
Right.
We know he really hooping.
Right.
You see what I'm
saying?
What I'm saying?
We,
the people on the sideline should be the ones saying you're getting a double-double.
Exactly.
Not you.
Because that's what it's there for.
Yeah.
Like, my thing is, hoopers look at your performance. We don't look at the stats or the numbers that you putting up, because you could do so much to help your team, or you could do a lot to hurt your team.
Because I'm going to be honest. I can't tell you the last time I probably really had a double-double. But guess what? I affect every game I'm in.
Right, facts. So, yeah, we going to kind of get in that, right? So, I want to ask you this, right? Coming out of East Point League, right? And coming out of College Park 35 and up. Why would the hell Nuke team so bad, bro? Like, y'all in East Point, y'all got the talent. Y'all definitely had the talent. Now, y'all was very, very inconsistent with showing up every game. Not you, not Colin, not Nuke, but the players that y'all had. Y'all wasn't showing up to every game. Y'all was having like 4 players, maybe 5. Tony had to play sometime. Like, what was going on with that team? That was
the biggest issue.
What?
Not being consistent, having the same 5 or 6 come. You see what I'm saying? We added Mike late. You see what I'm saying? All that matter. That matter when you hooping.
Right.
Me blocking Nuke and Colin might have chemistry.
Right.
But we got to find the 5th. Then we got to have 4 players that can hold the fort down.
Right.
That was our biggest problem.
Right.
We didn't have a solid 8.
Right.
A solid 8, you're going to always be okay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But when you got 4 that you know, and then you might throw one in, you don't know what he going to do.
Right, yeah.
You might have to throw another one in, you don't know what he going to do.
And then in a league like East Point, you ain't got time to put it together.
You don't.
You ain't got time to put it together. Like, if you not ready when that tip off, or you not ready in the beginning of the season.
You go in there against somebody like Blueprint.
Right, yeah.
You ain't got it together.
You ain't got it together. They got it together from the first game.
It's going to be a long day.
Right, yeah. It's going to be a long season. Because it's hard to put it together during the season. You know, as we saw, New York switch teams. You know, he left Torches and went to the Hawks. And he did progress as it went, but it didn't go the way he thought it was going to go. Mm-hmm. You know, he really had to work his way in there and fit with what they had going on. So that's the same thing I was telling him.
But that's how it should be.
Yeah, exactly. But my thing is, don't go nowhere thinking it's just going to pop.
Oh, no.
Not in the league like
you got to see where your role is, because every time you touch a team, your role change.
Right. And then, you know, the Hawks, you know, during the season, they was bad. You know, they was at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Now, we all know playoffs is 0-0. Yeah. And, you know, a lot of folks did get, a couple folks got upset in the playoffs, but I kind of expected that. So, when y'all played against Mike, the Gunners, and the play-ins, did y'all take any of that personal vendetta that y'all had, being that y'all are ex-teammates in East Point?
I wouldn't say it was ever a vendetta. It was just like, you know.
Well, I'm saying like with Nuke, Mike, you know.
I mean, I can't speak on they situation.
Yeah.
That ain't high, because I don't know.
Right.
Them 2 grown men, I stay out the mix.
I know that, right.
So, you know, me and Mike's situation, what I can speak on. You know, it was to me, it was more like, you know, we weren't saying eye to eye, because I'm like, you bringing new cats in, and I've been here from day one.
Right. You feel like he's putting them over you. Okay.
My work proven to a degree.
Okay.
As we gonna say in man leagues, we ain't gonna say all. Just as far as us hooping in man league, we got 3 out of the 5 championships around here. IBL, 2 at Brady.
Right.
I shouldn't have to
You ain't
do
got nothing
nothing.
there to prove.
Some of my minutes should be stamped. Okay, cool. But you bringing in people. So that I feel like that's where the fighting came, and then I didn't make it no better.
Okay.
You know, I'm talking crazy.
Right.
You know, that ain't how you go about it. So I feel like we needed a separation to get an understanding. You know,
Sometimes you go away from a person, you come back, it's strong. It's like a broken bone. You know what I'm saying? You break your bone. By the time that bone get the structuring back together, it becomes stronger. So
you been around us lately?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Since I've been around y'all, I definitely can see a difference in the way that y'all carry yourself around each other. It's a lot more respect there. Not saying y'all ever was disrespecting each other, but I can tell the growth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and the respect shows the growth. You know what I'm saying? So, you definitely are more valued now.
Because me and bro used to sit back and laugh. Like, people run to him, run to me. Boy, why y'all not? Like, bro, do it matter to y'all?
Right. I'm going to tell you something. If you get that and you think that it doesn't matter, it matters. The reason being because they know what y'all was at first.
Yeah.
That's one thing. Y'all, Gunners was a top 3 team in the city. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you was a part of that. Mike was a part of that. So they knew what y'all had. So yeah, they gonna try to be funny and say, "Oh, what y'all got going? Is it real beef or is it this? Is it that?" The reason being is because they want to pull people like you and Mike away, so they could potentially add certain things to they, organization with what they got going on.
That's the funny part. The whole time, me and Mike been talking about this. That's the crazy part. See, people don't even know that.
Yeah.
Me and Mike talk maybe 2-3 times out the week.
Okay.
We always gonna be friends first.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
We stepped away from basketball because the last thing you want to do is be fighting over basketball.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because we been friends and you vouch for this in Gabby Road.
Yeah.
We supposed to be better than that.
Right.
That's how I think. I can't speak for everybody.
No,
I'm
that's
speaking for me.
That's how I view it too. That's why I don't really talk to, hoopers like I used to, because I was like, damn, whether we agree to hoop with each other or not, we still supposed to be cool off the court. But if you taking on the court, off the court, then I just view you as that type of person.
Yeah.
It ain't even got nothing to do with basketball.
That mean you ain't like me from day one.
Yeah, so it's like I ain't never had you ain't never had a problem on the court or off the court. We have battles.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Those are not problems.
Nah.
It's a battle. Like, I don't want to go in being cool with Jabo on the court. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want a battle. So guess what? When the game is over with, we got what we came for. I don't come to be cool during the game. I come to be cool before the game and after the game. During the game, man, I want to compete. I want to battle. I want to go to war. That's when I have fun.
Yeah.
If I'm not going to war, I'm not having fun.
You'll speak on this. We'll be hooping in the game, and I feel like you cruising. What I say to you, Pooh? Hey, man, pick it up a little bit.
Yeah,
I'm finna go
like,
at you.
What you doing now?
I'm finna go at you.
Yeah, and I said things to y'all like when we played against y'all and you and Kyler got going, and I was vouching for y'all, like I'm on y'all team. I'm like, yeah, man, bust these niggas ass, because they just thought they was so much better than y'all.
Yeah.
And it kind of pissed me out, because I'm like, man, you just don't know. These guys really like that. It just, they still putting it together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, with that whole situation, for one, I just felt like the team that, like, you and Nuke them had, I just felt like that team should not have been at East Point. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think. Then y'all brought in Mike Harris. I ain't saying he hurt y'all and then like that, but I think he haven't played on that level in a while. Now, he showed he still can.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like you said, trying to put things together in the middle of the season, you, Block, Kyle, and Mike, y'all know what y'all doing. But then y'all try to add that fifth or sixth guy, it's like, shit, like, we trying to get it together, but we ain't got enough time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all, we start to see it because, like I said, y'all worst enemy was y'all.
Yeah. And then 35 and up, we shot ourselves in the foot. We was up 12.
Yeah, I heard about that.
We was up 12.
And I heard about it, and I was just like, damn, like, but that's always been y'all identity, though.
Yeah.
It always be like, y'all beat yourself. Yeah. Y'all play hard for 35 minutes. That last 5 minutes, I don't know what y'all got going on, what y'all be doing, but for some reason, y'all are just tank.
What it be is, I'm going to just say, make it quick. It be like, people don't want to shoot the same shot they been shooting.
Right, yeah.
It's like, the clock, to a degree, right, hurt a lot of teams.
Right, yeah.
They be up 12 and they see 5 minutes. What they do?
And they think the game over with.
Slow it down.
Yeah.
Take our time, get upset. No, if we been running all day,
keep running.
Run to 2 minutes. To me, when they get to 2 minutes, now this makes a difference. But when we talking 5, like I done came back on teams doing that.
Exactly, I have to.
5 minutes.
And you want to hold the ball.
Because now, guess what? When it get to a point where we score 3 or 4 baskets and y'all got to come down here and score, y'all ain't got no rhythm.
Right. And y'all ain't got enough time to do it. Y'all ain't got no room for error. That's why I tell man, when you get down to them last 5, bro, keep hooping till they have to foul us. If they don't have to foul us right now, keep hooping the same way. Don't give up open shots to hold the ball. And every time somebody try to do that, they turn the ball over and things like that happen. But I don't know if you noticed yet. But I feel like I ain't saying nobody told me. I feel like it's my responsibility to let you know. You know, Nuke team got voted out of East Point for next season.
Yeah, but that was what was in the chat from the beginning.
Oh, for real?
They said the worst team
get voted out.
Yeah.
I had no idea. And I had to vote in on that, and I voted y'all out as well.
That's what they said from the beginning.
Yeah.
Because they were saying, it's a lot of teams want to join. I can respect that. That only makes sense. Now you bring in another team.
Right.
Not everybody got to be on their shit.
Exactly. So I can respect that about East Point. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no... They don't show favoritism. If you bad, you bad. And they don't. East Point they starting to take their men's league serious to where they want to see competitive games. Because East Point is trying to go to another level with this men's league because they got another facility that they're about to open that's bigger and better. So they trying to really turn East Point into like an AEBL to where you're going to be wearing East Point uniforms. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody, you ain't got to worry about who bring the uniform. So they doing all of that. So with that being said, who do you look forward to playing with next season at East Point if Nuke team not going to be in there? How do you think Nuke will take it?
Y'all will see. And, as a man, you got to understand. Mm-hmm. We tanked it out. Right. That come with it. Right.
Every season.
You know what I'm saying? That come with it.
Right.
You can't have a bad season and not reflect and say some of it,
Mm-hmm. I just feel like with that situation, I feel like, you can't play a lot of homeboy basketball. If you only go get your homeboys, things gonna happen to where somebody would eventually get in their feelings for why this nigga ain't showing up. That's my partner. That's this, that. I feel like you can build your core around your homeboys, but you gotta go get some hoopers. You know what I'm saying? To build around y'all. Just like how we doing now with the Gunners, like me, you, Mike. We homeboys, but then we got DJ, we got Mo, we got K5, Jordan. We gotta go get some hoopers. We know what we gonna do, and we know how we rock as far as off the court. We still trying to win. So if we know that we good, this the core right here is the homeboys. Homeboy is the core. But you gotta get some hoopers around them that can play in those positions and they are like-minded, like us, how scrappy we are. Everybody's just like that. We ain't gotta ask nobody, why you ain't scrapping? Why you ain't doing it? Why? Everybody does it. So I feel like when Nuke get a team, I think this should be a learning lesson to build your core with your homeboys. Then go get some hoopers. Once your homeboys, you get your 3 or 4 homeboys, all right, y'all, this is our core. Now let's go get 3 or 4 more other guys that can hoop. We ain't saying they're going to come in and take our place. They can hoop, and we going to need them to hoop just so we won't get voted out another league. Because once East Point start doing this, other leagues are going to start doing it as well. Atlanta's a copycat city. So that's how this going to happen.
But y'all will see.
So
for East Point, I ain't gonna speak on it yet. We got a little time. I'm in another situation with Brady. I'm gonna focus on that, handle business there.
Okay, so I'm gonna piggyback out what we just talked about, right? You're not playing with the Gunners. You pretty much explained why. So how did you end up back with the Gunners in College Park?
Well, me and Mike had talked, and I was just telling him I was gonna come see what was going on. I was supposed to play. I'm gonna be honest. I was supposed to play with Lil Dino.
Oh, okay.
Confirmed it. Yeah.
Okay.
I confirmed it. Like, I'm going to play with you. You know what I'm saying? But I also hit Mike and was like...
Hold on. Let me ask you this. Did Lil D ask you to play or did Bob ask you to play?
Both.
Both asked you to play?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Well, I ain't going to say D asked me. I pushed up on D, honestly.
Oh, okay.
And when I pushed up, we was talking about Brady. He said, where you playing? I'm like, I ain't made a decision. He come get down.
Right.
Like, I've been waiting to get down with you.
Right.
I'm like, we all feel the same way about Lil D.
Yeah, everybody want to play with Lil D.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. But in the same token, I had hit Mike and told him I was gonna come see what they had going on. You know,
Okay.
I'm a basketball guy. I like watching basketball.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I like the NBA, but I also like watching my partners.
Yeah.
You know,
Me too. I'm the same way.
so when I get there, he only got 4.
Hula D.
No, Mike.
Mike. Oh, okay. Okay.
He like suit up. Say less.
Oh, at the game.
Yeah.
Oh, so you weren't officially on the team?
Nah. So I suit up. Go crazy. Man, him talk after the game, you know. We just came to understanding, bro. You know, it's time for me to be back.
Grown man business.
You know what I'm saying? And you see, I ain't got to do too much speaking. Everybody around me been saying it.
Yeah, nah, for sure. Like
You done take it to another level.
Yeah, you definitely done involved. You definitely proved yourself, especially after that little comment you made. We gonna talk about that. So let me ask you this: in IBL, right? There was a scuffle or altercation between you and whatever team Omar was a part of, right? I wasn't there. I
Yeah.
didn't see it. So it's a lot of speculation going on. I got you here right now to kind of clear up some of those speculations. So what kind of happened with the situation with you and Omar, and
Okay,
where
so
are y'all today?
you know the game was going right. Boom, they was getting active. They was up 12,
Okay.
going to the 4th. You know how the IBL is.
Yeah.
Boom, you know, we woke up.
Okay.
The Gunners, we woke up.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. Walk them down.
Okay.
Go up 2.
Okay.
You know how they do.
Uh-huh.
Omar them, they like to talk
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
You know how we is.
Right.
We gonna talk it crazy right back.
Right.
Okay, so when he's on the team, him and Jordan going back and forth, whatever. Boom, boom, boom. So this nigga take the ball out the net and throws it at Jordan.
Okay.
Boom. So you know Jordan, he threw it right back.
Right.
So you know everything escalated from there. So we go in the stands. They people like they don't want to fight. So we like get out of here then.
Okay.
You don't want to fight. Everybody go to the water. Don't want to fight.
Right.
Cause you know how at that point, bro, that's what that mean.
Right.
Where we from?
If you still in here, you here for a reason.
So when we get to swinging on folks,
Right.
so by then you know our partners like blocking him. Everybody coming us down because our kids and stuff in there. Whoop, whoop. So as the situation dying down, you know how it be is dying down.
Yeah.
This man come run through the crowd and say, "Bro, I've been wanting to hit with you."
Who? Omar?
Yes.
Okay.
This is my thing, right? This is what rubbed me the wrong way.
Okay.
We can all vouch for this. We was all in the IBL every weekend.
Right.
So you done walk past me every weekend with this thought in your mind.
Okay.
Why you didn't stop me and say, bro, you want to get some straightening like a man?
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That made me feel like you would try some when I ain't looking.
Okay.
So now, you know, from that day before, I got to get some straightening, bro. We got to get an understanding because I got to make sure you're not one of them who going to try to sneak me when I ain't looking.
Right.
Because, bro, we been here. We done been in Brady together. You ain't never, ever once said you had a problem.
Never even gave you the impression.
So now you got a problem. Okay, cool. So, you know, I got in the DM and just straightened it out. But right now, we cool. I don't have a problem with Omar. To me, he gets not enough credit.
Right. True. But true. I would say that as well.
To be honest.
It's a couple of people, and, you know, it was one of them that was, you know, on the bench with us that was saying some things about Omar, and Omar was saying some things about me. That's the reason why I decided to part ways, because first of all, I don't really do the he say, she say. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I ain't finna take this person's word and just, because you know me, like, if I feel like Omar said some disrespect, but you can't put a jersey on with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, this guy telling me this about Omar, and then I ain't never asked nobody. I ain't never, you know what I'm saying, try to clarify if Omar said something about me. Really didn't care. I'm like, he don't give me that type of vibe when I see him. So I ain't really worried about it. So for what you saying, like, you know, the sneaky shit, I think like that's what the person was telling me is same thing. Like,
I mean,
he ain't the type that's
no
gonna come out and say it, but
that's the character of him. I gotta take you as that because that's what you showed me in a time of like battle.
Right.
You don't want you looking for a way around.
Right. So I was just like, you know what? I ain't never have a problem with Omar. I ain't gonna view it like that. And when the last little situation happened at the game with me and Bob, and, you know, I was generalizing who was saying what, and he said something. So I just directed it towards him. Like, okay, then it must be you.
Yeah.
So then it made me feel like the guy that was telling me what he was telling me, story probably was true.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? That's why I said I decided to depart because,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Where I be at, it don't mix with that. So
I'm too old now, bro. I got 2 kids.
Yeah, man. It's like I don't even want no problems.
Yeah.
I don't want no problems at all. So I can appreciate y'all boys for
Yeah, cause that's what I said.
Talking
I'm like, bro. I told him that he'll tell you. I told him, I'm like, bro. All I BS aside, bro. You get robbed a lot.
Right.
You one of the coldest.
Nah, for sure.
And I say you the coldest because I ain't looking at the numbers and that man gonna play hard.
Right.
The whole game, every game.
Right.
Yeah, he might shoot some crazy one. Who don't?
Right.
But that, to me, part of being a pro is bringing everything to the table.
Right.
Because sometimes you're going to go there and they're going to tell you to shoot something crazy.
Right. Yeah. They going to want you to shoot something crazy. So, yeah, like I said, we, like, as far as us hooping together, man, Omar ain't never had a problem. I ain't never had nothing to do with none of his decision making or nothing. I just felt like, why is he speaking on me like this? When I always praised him. You know, I never had nothing. Can't nobody come to you or anybody and be like, Poopy saying this, that, and the third
I'm
about
going to just
Omar.
say it like this, bro.
Life.
Sometimes the people around you is the biggest snakes.
Yeah.
See, because you never know who going to him.
I learned that as well. I learned that Bot wasn't doing that with snaking niggas. Yeah. And I'm mad enough to say that.
Yeah.
Bot was snaking niggas. That's why I said let me depart.
Yeah.
Because he may have Omar thinking something. He may have me thinking something. Omar may not know what the hell going on. I may not know what the hell going on. You feel what I'm saying? So when that happened,
because to give credit to Omar, he seemed like the type of person that go home mind his business.
He do. He be in the gym minding his business.
You see what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
He leave that motherfucker. He ain't on the phone like, bro, what going on?
Get on the circle.
Yeah.
He ain't doing that crazy. You know, him and his girl, they bring in the little kid. They leave. They quiet for the most part. You know, his girl loud during the game, which I don't mind that. But outside of that, they don't bother nobody. That's why I said, let me leave. Because dude is trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like, boy, you pushing the wrong button with the wrong person. Yeah. So I'm going to go on about my business. So, you know, with that right there, I can appreciate that. And shout out to my boy Omar, man. Just know Bop is on some slick shit, my guy. That's why I left. Because he was going to have niggas inside of that organization on that bench going at it, and we was going to be going at it for the wrong reason. That's why I left. So, let me ask you this. We had this popular opinion that me and you started. A lot of people do not know that me and you actually started this conversation, right? And it stirred in last season at Brady. I walked in on the conversation, and the conversation was, you are one of the top big men in the city. All right, so I want to know, and this was my response to it. I said, hell no, you're not one of the top big men in the city. So for the public, I want you to verify what made that conversation come about, and how do you still feel about that today?
Okay, so for the clarification, I was saying the 4.
The 4
where I play.
Gotcha.
A lot of teams I get stuck at the 5 because we small.
Right.
But 4, arguably, I'm one of the top over here.
I can say that. I can verify that. At the 4 man, I would give you are one of the top 4 men.
And I'm not saying just because of numbers. Damn the numbers. Let's talk about like how hard I play.
Right, your impact.
What I do. It's not a lot of people do what I can do.
Right.
I'm just being honest.
Right.
I played against a lot of people. Y'all say pros. I done played against a lot of bigs. Y'all say supposed to be them.
Right.
And they done had a tough time getting buckets. I ain't gonna never tell you I ain't got buckets dropped on me. I done ran into my fair share.
Right. Yeah, we all have.
You know what I'm saying? But when I was saying big man, because we was talking that day in the gym saying overall big man, right?
Okay.
My breakdown was I was saying big because I have to guard a lot of these guys.
Right. It's true.
If you go look at a lot of these guys' numbers, bigs that I had to guard, they not frying me how people thinking.
Right.
Go look at these stat books at the end. These bigs is not frying me like you think.
I can vouch for that. They do not cook you like they think they are.
And then this is what I also want to explain to people. I can give you an example. So the other day I just played with 5 different type of dogs, right?
Right, true.
So when I did my part, D up, they did their part and come to the glass and get the rebound.
Right.
That makes the difference.
Right.
See, if I'm on the island with a big like Chuck and I do my part, D up, get the tough shot, now I have to turn around on some situation and go get the rebound.
Right.
That's going to look like I'm not a tough big.
Right, yeah.
But you played the other night. What you say? I guarded a 5, right?
Guarded a I ain't gonna say he was that solid, but
I'm saying
he
he's a
was
5.
a real 5.
He's a 5.
He's a real 5, and you definitely. I'm gonna tell you this: your game plan towards him is what led us to win that game. I can tell you that because you definitely had a great game plan. I was telling you, I'm gonna dig down. You said, nah, Pooh, let him dribble it first, then dig down. I can give you that. You did tell me that because I was like, soon as he catch, I'm gonna dig down. You said, no. He ain't good with the ball. You said, once he pick it up, I got him.
Because if you notice what he wanted to do, two strong bumps and spin.
Mm-hmm.
What happened when you
make him pick the ball up? He ain't got nowhere to go. And that's what you told me.
meeting him on the spin, what happens?
He ain't got nowhere to go.
See what I'm saying?
And he not good.
Now,
he wasn't good at kicking the ball out.
And it's not like you jumping out of the gym. So when you go up, I'm smashing that.
Right, yeah. He definitely got blocked a few times.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, when I say that, I can stand on what I say. I feel that way because I can tell you this. Mm-hmm. When I'm in a situation with dogs that's going to help me the way they supposed to help me on that glass, Fives is not cooking me.
Right. I can vouch for that. So let me ask you this then.
Ask Big Tony. Big Tony will tell you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm one of the toughest people he has to play at the 5.
Right. So let me ask you this. What is your strongest attribute when playing your position?
Rebounding.
I give you that.
Rebound.
You definitely a good rebound. But I'm going to tell you this. I think your strongest attribute to me is you got a knack for the ball. Whether it's rebounding, whether it's pass deflection, whether it's loose balls, you know how to, tap them from going out of bounds. I think, to me, that's your strongest attribute. Like, you like a ball magnet. Yeah. Like, you know how to time where the ball's going when they're trying to throw it in between the lanes or when the ball bounces out. It's like a Dennis Rodman thing.
See,
like,
to me,
you're not the most athletic,
yeah,
but you have a knack for where the ball is going.
Some of that be IQ, right? Like,
yeah.
I know, like, okay, boom, boom. Like, I'm going to give you an example. Boom, boom, you going to go boom, boom, 2.
Right. You
either going downhill or to the step back.
Right.
For me, I can't let you get downhill.
Right.
Because you're a little bit quicker than me and you're a little more shifty.
Right.
So I'm going to stay back to force you to shoot the step back.
Right.
So now when you go to shoot the step back, I know I can get up to get a piece of it.
A late
because your shot is the way it is.
Yeah,
I ain't going to give them too many, Jim. But
right, yeah.
So it's on your shot, it's for a guy at 6'4".
Yeah. You got a good late contestant.
So
when my shot, because I got a hitch in it.
Yes. Yeah. So when I'm guarding somebody like the big, I know he wants it up high, right? That's right to what? Me, I'm 6'4". Right. So now I'm going to jump every pass. Right. Which what I was doing in the game.
Yeah, a lot of pass deflections. Like that's it. I think rebounding is one, but I think it all plays into that ball magnet.
And then it's also knowing who you with. Like I know if I'm cheating right here. Go all the way.
Right.
That's a difference maker.
No,
K5, I'm cheating right here. Go all the way. Right. I got your back.
Right.
Compared to I'm a cheat. No, don't do that.
Right. So what do you feel like your biggest flaw in your game?
Guarding the guard.
Guarding the guard?
Like you.
I don't know.
I'm giving you something. You shifty guards. Like who can get downhill? Like, okay, nothing against Paul. He's a good hooper. But I can guard Paul.
Right.
Because he's not a downhill guard. He's a shooter.
Right.
Somebody like Chris Gamadi gonna give me a tough time because he's a downhill guard.
And he uses his body. Yeah.
You gonna give me a tough time because you can get downhill and you can get crafty. Guards like that.
Right, yeah.
Big body guards.
So crafty guards.
Yes, who know how to use.
Yeah. Like we know how to use everything we got against you. Yeah. Like everything you do, we got to counter for.
Like and then Bob, there's nothing you can do. He's just fast.
No, man.
He's just gonna run right past me.
Right.
So that's what I would say. My flaw is
I think I'm gonna tell you there may be one. I think your flaw is temper tantrum. Yeah. That's what I think your biggest flaw is. Like if you can stay poised in a game and not let either the refs get to you or not let somebody saying too much get to you, because you know you got a bad temper. So if somebody say the wrong thing, you ain't even thinking basketball no more. You like, what you talking about? Like it just goes all the way left. And then you got Mike over there with you. His temper isn't no better than yours because now he with the same bullshit you want, and now you like, yeah, Jabo, fuck that. Ain't nobody stopping nobody.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if they can pull that part together, they'll be a solid duo. Because what y'all are a solid duo, it's just y'all a solid duo and sometimes the wrong reasons.
Yeah, but you notice the last 2 games you played with me, what have I not been doing?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I figured it.
Refs,
Yeah, I figured it out,
no
Pooh. I feel like I done figured it out.
Yeah. But like you said, it also comes with who you playing with.
Yeah.
If the morale on the team is high, you feed into that. If you don't see nobody else on no BS or nobody, you like, I'm not finna mess it up. You know what I'm saying? If we playing great, the refs ain't doing what they supposed to do. And if everybody's saying we still good, you like, I ain't finna just go out there and get a tick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you good at getting ticks at the wrong time.
Yeah.
And they be like, damn, Jabo.
Now, let me stand up for myself. The one at East Point I got out the mic, that was deserved.
Yeah.
I had to stand up as part of being a leader of the team.
Like I told you, get it first.
Yeah.
If you gonna be the leader is always first. That's the only thing I told you. I said, well, you can't say you trying to be a leader and you did it second. The leader got to do it first. Once you see the BS coming, go ahead and get it. And let everybody know, this, bro, I'm finna spaz. That way ain't nobody else got to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I just felt like you right at that part, but it's kind of on the flip side.
Yeah.
I don't mind you doing it, but do it first.
Yeah.
Be the first one to do it. That way, y'all got it out the way. The referee know where you stand. Think about it, Jabo. You probably one of the most feared niggas in the gym. Let's just keep it a buck. And I'm going to tell you why. This is how I knew. In the state tournament, last state tournament, last summer or something like that?
Yeah.
You and Wallace got into it. You remember Wallace? The little cocky nigga who played with Chuck them? Y'all got into it, right? You wasn't even playing against Wallace. You was on the sideline talking. And Wallace is supposed to be one of the feared niggas out here, right? That's what I've been hearing. I'm like, I can see where y'all get that from, but not me. Like, I ain't going. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all was bickering at each other, right? And you didn't hear him say it because he was over there by us. You was over there in the corner where everybody be sitting in the bleachers at. So it was you, I think, Noop was saying something, and he was like, somebody pulled Wally to the side. I walked over, and I told AB, hey, AB, you might want to get your boy and leave him at the house because who he talking to over there, them niggas will meet him after this game, and it's up, right? Wallace heard me say it. Wally walked over there and said, I ain't worrying about now nigga except that nigga in the black.
Yeah.
He's the only one that's going to do something. The rest of them niggas ain't going to do nothing. He said, and on that note, I'm going to let it go.
Yeah.
So I looked like, hold on, who over there in the black? And I looked, it was your ass. You had on all black. I said, I knew you was talking about Jabo, but I just had to make sure because Wallace don't know him to say shit like that.
Yeah.
He know him to be like, oh, I'm going to fuck this nigga up. I'm going to do this. But that nigga was like, I'm going to let it go. Because the only nigga over there gonna do something is the nigga in the black. Right then and there, I said, damn, Jabo is probably the most feared nigga in the gym. But if you could translate that to the court, you'll be the most feared nigga.
And I want niggas to not think that of me. It's not that, bro. This is my thing, right? We come from a side, bro, where we didn't play that. Like, we was growing up, you know I ain't lying. That's how me and you met, let's be honest.
Right, yeah.
I crossed the line a little bit of disrespect.
Right.
I had to get checked. Okay, cool.
Right.
I learned from it. I moved forward.
Right.
This is how we was raised.
Right.
I stand on that. Like, let's respect each other. When you disrespect me, then it's there.
Right.
That man in the gym blowing people in the face.
Yes, sir. He do it a lot. He played dirty, but Wilder's a dirty player.
All I'm saying to you is, bro, don't be like that.
Right.
You turn it into something else. Okay, cool.
Right.
Now you know where you at.
Right.
You on my side of town.
Right.
Tough cookie now. See what I'm saying?
Right.
Then you don't even know. You over here talking crazy. Mike crazy.
Right.
Light-skinned Mike over here. You talking about I'm the only one. Man, listen, there's about 10 niggas in here that'll beat you up, bro, for real.
Right.
You don't even know where you at talking about.
That's why I tell you, AB, you might want to leave him at the house, bro. Because I don't think bro know what's going on right now.
Bro, it's at least 10 niggas in here that he don't even know. That
they just ready to get him. Like, they just waiting on somebody to pop it off. And that's why I tell AB, bro, it's not going to go like y'all.
Because our issue is you're doing dirty shit on purpose. And you're doing it on purpose, though, Pooh. It ain't like it's an accident.
Right.
You're doing it on purpose.
Right. Trying to intimidate something. You can intimidate in other ways.
Then you hollering like you gangster, like you gonna come over here and do, bro. Listen, it couldn't have been me. Like I said, it couldn't have been me in the game. You'd have bowled me the first time to hit you dead in the head with the basketball.
Right.
We'd have had to get a whole bunch of straightening right then
Right.
because I'm not anybody advice. I don't play like if I hit you in the face in the game, I be trying to stop the game.
Right.
Cause I don't play about your face, your head, or your neck.
Like, I'm not trying to hit nobody in their face. I would literally
Everything
drop
else
the
is-
ball if I got it to check on you, just to let you know. But I did not mean to do that.
Everything else is a good go.
Right,
But
yeah.
from neck up, I'm not trying to hit you.
Yeah,
there.
I'm not trying to hit you in your. If I accidentally do it, I would
Unless
stop.
I'm just wanting to go there with you.
Yeah, but it got to already happen.
Yeah,
Like, you
that's what I'm
be
saying. They're gonna be the
something
first play.
And you know it. You should
Yeah.
know it. Like
Yeah.
something coming. You
Yes.
may not know what it is. You know
Yeah.
something's coming because you know what you did to me. So I get you on that. So let me ask you this. You and Bob be having this little rival thing. So like, I just want to know. I think a couple folks want to know because I don't know. I don't fully know. What's the deal with you and Bob? Bro?
First of all, Bob, be capping.
Okay.
You a vouch for this. East Point
Okay.
was some of them people on your team came from another team? Yes or no?
Oh hell yeah.
Okay, so this is my thing, right? Everybody know me. I've been with the Gunners. We got all let out the mud.
Right.
We didn't Russ. How many people wanted to play with Russ at the time? Nobody.
Oh yeah. Russ. Yeah. I love.
We
it.
had Drake,
Yeah.
me, Mike, Fat.
Yeah.
We really had people to get it out the mud, bro.
Right.
We wasn't going out here, Bob,
Grab niggas' best players. Yeah.
and still not winning.
Right. Yeah.
Then you come pop it like you got 4 or 5 players consistently, and you getting it done. No, the only 2 was you and Lil D.
Right. Yeah.
Everybody else was like a rotating door.
Right. Now
Then I watched you, Bob, lose a game to us because you said Sean, you said Mike, you said 3 other people.
Mm-hmm.
For what?
He said me too.
But my point is, for what? To lose at the buzzer?
Right.
Then you think people gonna still want to play with you after that? No, bro, come on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So-
It to me, I just be talking shit because Bob talk shit.
Right.
But then it's like sometimes he take it a little personal.
Okay.
Like the other day after Brady.
Okay.
You can vouch for this. Do he not try to pop his shit to me when he win or whatever?
Yeah, you do.
That's all I was doing. Then he talking about like I'm got a vendetta against him. Bro, when?
He said that like
When I got a vendetta against you and for what?
you just talking about basketball.
But again, bro, I don't even know you about enough to have a vendetta. Do you know the definition of a vendetta?
Right. Somebody.
I don't
did something
spend
to me,
enough
yeah.
time thinking
Trying to
about
plot
you.
on you, yeah.
Bro, come on. Because this my thing, right? If I'm gonna come get you, ain't gonna be no plot.
Right.
I'm gonna sit on you and get you.
Right.
What I'm gonna plot for?
Right.
That's when you get in trouble because you start putting stuff in your phone. So I don't even gonna get in all that with people,
Yeah.
but all that plotting will get you caught.
Right.
I'm gonna get you.
Right. So you just feel like with the differences that you have with Bob is that you just feel like he ain't being authentic.
Everybody saying the same thing. It ain't just me.
You right about that.
This ain't. Listen. One thing about me, I only say it once it's been said 1,000 times.
Right.
Cause I'm really the one that's sitting in the back and mind my business. You know that. You done
Yeah,
know me a
no,
long
facts.
time.
Facts.
People don't even know that I had a kid. Cause I just sit in the back and mind my business.
Right.
Cause it ain't my place.
Right.
I just speak. When I say something, it's cause I done heard it 1,000 times.
Right. See, I'm gonna tell you what mine was like. Why I think what his is with me because after the basketball thing, I was basketball. It was there. He made some phone calls about me and was like basically trying to make it seem like nobody liked playing with me. And I was just like, what? I ain't never heard nobody on planet Earth ever even say like, Pooh's tough to play with. Pooh always want to play. He want to play all 40 minutes. He don't want to come out the game. He don't do that. And I'm like, how is that true? When I first started playing with Bob, I came off the bench the entire season and almost won MVP off the bench.
Mm.
And I said, for him to go around telling people that, like, I don't know about think his word hold weight around in the city, but Bob, the only reason why you got respect was because of me. Nobody respected Bob before me, and ain't nobody gonna respect Bob after me. Nobody even know the torture was Bob's team. Everybody thought it was my team. Cause they was like, when we played against Pooh them, not Bop them. They just felt like Bop was a nigga bringing the uniforms. They felt like that was Pooh team. Pooh never turned in his uniform.
Yeah. I mean, only reason I know it when you team because I know it's out of town you from. So
right. So it was like for you to go around and you run your mouth and say all the little slick shit you say about me about hooping. I'm gonna just keep it on the hoop side. I was just like, what was the reason? You guys still trying to blackball me? You know what I'm saying? In basketball, like, man, you know how many folks couldn't wait for me to leave your team to pull me over to their team? I don't get phone calls about playing because people know my loyalty.
yeah,
They like, Pooh ain't gonna play with nobody. He gonna stay with Bogdan. So Mike only knew because Mike asked me, I ain't see Bogdan on the schedule. I don't know what they got going on. I ain't playing with him. And Mike was like, oh, you for real? You ain't playing? I'm like, no, I'm not playing with him. And that's how I got on with the Gunners. Mike thought like, oh, maybe Pooh just not gonna play with no more East Point. I'm like, no, I don't know nothing about what they got going on. I ain't talked to them folks since. You know what I'm saying? But I knew it was some weird shit going on.
So let me ask you this.
Okay.
What do you think about our College Park team?
I like our College Park team. We had one more bid. We a championship contender. I feel like the only thing right now that can keep us out of a championship is a solid rebounder on the side of you. Yeah. You do as much as you can, but I feel like it's a lot on you.
Yeah.
Because everybody burn out. Everybody run out of gas. Shit, even machines got to be oiled up every now and then. So it's like, Jabo do so much. And on top of that, you a fast player.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't play slow. You're not a half-court type of player. Like, you like to get out on that ball, get out there, come out that rim, you out. So it's like, we got to try to preserve you as much as we can. You know what I'm saying? And if we don't have nobody else over there to come in and do what you do, later on down the line, it's going to hurt us. You know why? Because teams going to see that.
But you
wear Jabo out and try to get Jabo in foul trouble.
I'm going to tell you scary about that, though.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to tell you the scary part that we so athletic. Because when I went and sat down the other night, right? Now, imagine this. So, say we set Mike down. We go you, JJ, K5, Dallas, and Mo.
Yeah.
All five of y'all going to the rim, we in good condition.
Yeah, but this my thing about all five of us going to the rim. We got a better chance of getting it if you're in the game.
Yeah. No, I agree. But
now,
I'm saying that's what makes us.
Game, we just all athleticism.
Yeah, because guess what I also know? When I come out the flow, 9 times out of 10, they pull their big out the flow.
Yeah, but if they got another big to put in, they get with
Yeah.
Jabo, come on.
Oh yeah, now that's what we ran.
That's
what we ran into with Sean them.
Yeah,
they just had too many bigs.
Exactly. Once you sat down, I looked and was like, bro, why Jabo still sitting? Mike said Jabo in foul trouble. I said, fuck it, he got to foul out.
Yeah.
He just got to foul out, bro. We can't. I get it. You need to sit, but that's why we need another guy because they gonna come at Jabo. Jabo gonna play hard.
Yeah.
Jabo ain't going for nothing. So they go down and do try to get Jabo in foul trouble. That's how you know you're a threat. Whenever a team try to get you in foul trouble, that's how you know you're a threat. They want the non-threatening guy on the court. They don't want him on the bench. They want the nigga they know they can cook on the court. Yeah. That's why I always try to tell Paul, y'all show me so much respect because every time I play against anybody, first thing they get like is, we gonna get Pooh in foul trouble. I said, you know why y'all want to get me in foul trouble? Y'all don't want me on the court. They ain't nothing but respect.
Yeah.
Y'all want to bring another nigga off the bench so y'all can cook him. Y'all want me out the game. Y'all want me out the way. So I always viewed it like that, bro. So
because I mean, I feel like us, we tough. I like our situation a lot because at the end of the day, like I might be the only one, and if we even did or didn't add a big, I feel like the way we play, you ain't gonna find that, bro.
No, you ain't.
I ain't like, bro. Think about this. That was our first time. Honestly, all us playing together. Right,
true.
Bro, defensively,
we
dominated that game defensively.
Right, not fast.
Our offense was trash. Like I said,
offense, only
Dallas was the reason we stayed above water.
Yeah, DJ was.
We was shoveling mud off the boat, helping DJ. DJ. But defensively, you couldn't ask for nothing better. One or two missed rotations overall, like.
Right now, we definitely their defense. That's what I say. As long as our defense show up, somebody gonna get going on offense.
Man, listen. And then, but you think about it. Once we get a feel for how you run, this person run, feed them on the break, whoop de whoop. Because think about it. Let's be honest. We missed about 10 transition points.
We did.
Just us getting a feel feature off the defense. Like we'll get a defensive stop. We'll go down, and we might
Nigga might miss a layup type shit.
Or we
I might miss a wide open fucking jump shot.
You see what I'm saying? Or we just fluke it up, however.
Yeah.
Like, imagine we got them 10.
Right, yeah, we blow them out easy. They would have lost by 20 if we would have hit half of the shots that we was missing.
Just think about it, bro.
We'd hit half.
Even when we played Sean them, defense wasn't the problem.
Right. Not at all. It was rebounding and putting points in.
And then sometimes, we'll talk out camera, but I know how to get them.
Oh, I do too. Oh, trust me, I know how to get them.
But it got exposed at the end of that game.
Yeah.
Remember at the end?
Yeah. I know
that's
exactly
the plan.
Yeah, I know how to get them.
Because that's what I told I said, we too athletic for us not to do them like that.
Right, exactly. I know exactly how. I'm gonna tell you what, we should have pressed them niggas. That's all it was.
What we did at the end of the game.
We pressed them niggas. They turned that bitch over
three straight times. Because
3 times.
You putting your big on the island and making him. That's hard work.
Right.
For most bigs, I'm not saying he can't do it. But what big want to have to keep going from the 3-point line to the rim?
Exactly.
Every time.
Right.
Because now I'm going to figure you out.
Right. We done knocked Sean on the ground by 2-3 times. He don't want to keep hitting that damn ground.
No.
He don't want to keep doing that shit.
Because he like, bro, you about to flop. No, I ain't going to flop, Sean. I'm going to just foul you hard, bro. I ain't going to do no flopping.
Yeah, you just got to meet me halfway. We just going to go at it. So, yeah. So, let me ask you this. Out of this year alone, if you could name one player that you would say is probably the most consistent player and you would deem him right now, as far as right now, the best player in the city right now, from the leagues we play in, who would you get that to?
Most consistent?
Yes, he's been consistent. He's
like
been
offensively
winning.
and defensively,
He's
just
been
doing
winning. He's been hooping. He's, every time you look up, this guy is like, he doing his thing.
Winning. So, right now,
Let's just say from coming from Brady to the end of East.
I have to say number 2 for the South Side.
Number two for the South Side.
I don't know his name, but number 2, the one that be shooting and he be hooping, he consistent. I think Scotty brother.
Jordan.
Yeah, light skin.
Yeah, Jordan. Yeah, Jordan nice.
Consistently because he coming off a championship in
College Park.
And in the finals.
And then another championship in East Point. Two of the toughest league.
And when I seen the video, he be the one hooping.
Yeah, no.
Like Jordan, they do it as a team, but you also got to have somebody to go get you a bucket when it's time.
You got to go take you home. Yeah, he got to bring. Yeah,
that's
Jordan,
just basketball.
Yeah,
it get to a point where sometimes the game close. You got to have somebody on here to get you a bucket to win this game.
Right. So I was gonna kind of say the same thing. I was gonna say like somebody on Southside.
Yeah.
It got to be. And
now, Big Tony, I ain't gonna take. You been hooping, but bro be bringing you home.
No, for sure. Yeah.
You been holding your own. Yeah. Y'all team tough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But y'all will see us Monday.
Yeah. But now Jordan definitely one of those who's been real consistent. He's been winning. And he ain't really been on the South Side like that. So by him coming to the South Side and holding it down like he been doing, he was one of them. I was definitely gonna say Jordan.
So who would yours be? Your
I was gonna go B-Hop.
B-Hop ain't been winning no championships though. If we got to count all of it, right?
We saying B-Hop won one with Black Rose.
That was not recent though.
That wasn't recent, but I'm saying we talking like because you got to think about it. Southside only won one. They ain't won
right,
East
but
Point.
You said recently, like as far as what we've been going on from East Point, right? Not.
So you saying from last East?
If we want to go that far back, if we saying to when Black Rose won a championship, yeah, it have to be B-Hop.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, from that point on, yes. But if we talking most recently from College Park to now, it'll be him.
Yeah, definitely. Because Jordan wasn't there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but definitely, like, I'm definitely going. I said, that was my top 2.
Yeah.
B-Hop and Jordan. That was my top 2. Like.
So who your most underrated?
God damn it, man.
Who gets slept on, you feel like? And I'm saying they come to hoop every time. Who you feel like gets slept on?
DJ. I think DJ is highly underrated.
I don't think DJ gets slept on.
Shit.
I'm going to be honest, bro, because
I think DJ is.
I think DJ get a lot of respect, right?
He get a lot of respect from y'all.
No, I'm saying from other people, though.
I don't really see DJ name get flying around. Because, it be a lot of talk out here. I hear a lot of talk. And when they get the name of these guards, and I never hear DJ name.
Yeah, I can
and
see
I'd be
that.
like, bro, DJ is really like that, dog. You just got to give him the key.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you just got to walk in with him.
Yeah.
Look what he did for us.
Yeah.
And we got some veterans.
Yeah.
And we had to, DJ had to put that backpack on and told us there. Mike did hit the game-winning shot. But if DJ didn't go on that run like he did,
I can see
man, it would've
DJ
been
though.
hard.
I can see
I
DJ.
like DJ. I ain't gonna do no 1 or 2.
Yeah, yeah.
DJ is my most underrated, but I feel like he's starting to get his flowers now.
Yeah.
But
DJ,
DJ,
I can see DJ.
yeah, DJ is definitely. So who would you say yours?
I was thinking more like, to me, Sean for Southside.
Oh.
I don't. Sean be
Sean
hooping
didn't
like,
talk so much.
yeah.
And
But
try to take
this
a
is
lot
the
of credit
thing,
that
right?
He didn't deserve. I definitely would put Sean in there.
This is the thing, right? With certain people, you gotta just treat it like you reading the letter. You gotta read through it, see what need to be taken out.
Right. Yeah.
Because when he suited up, I can't. Sean be hooping.
Sean definitely a problem.
And
Once he
I
suit up, he
also
definitely
feel like number 3 for Sodom, he get underrated. The guy that be going to the
Ryan.
rack a lot, yes. Ryan don't get a lot of.
Wait, Ryan got to pop out a lot more.
Yeah, but you asking me. I'm just.
I agree with you. I'm saying if he pop out a lot more,
Yeah.
I think he'll start getting.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
No, I agree with you.
Them 3 though is, to me.
Yeah. I definitely, like I said, Sean is growing to be the guy he's been talking about. I didn't like Sean because Sean would brag about having 40 and losing by 30.
Yeah.
That's what I didn't like.
Yeah.
Now, Sean, from what Big Tony confirmed, Sean did put that team together.
Yeah.
You know, we talked to Big Tony. He
Yeah.
said, no, Sean did put this team. It's Big Tony's team, but Sean was definitely the GM behind how everybody got together. And the fact that he accepted his role and he's the best at it, hell yeah. So it's like if Sean didn't talk so much and let his game do the talking first,
Yeah.
he wouldn't even be underrated. He'd really be one of them.
Yeah.
He's underrated because Sean would talk about his numbers after they lost.
Yeah.
And niggas be like, nah, Sean, you
Can't
gotta,
do that.
You gotta
You
get
can't
your
do that,
wins
yeah.
up. And now that he got his wins up, it's like you can't say nothing bad about him.
So who?
Like me saying he talked to, not even a bad thing.
Yeah.
I'm
So
saying he can pop
who
all he want.
the most overrated? Who get too much credit from outside of town?
From outside of town, get too much credit.
Yeah, that's a tough one right here. You got to be honest. See, yeah. I know you're gonna be honest.
about it. I ain't finna just Who I think get too much
I
credit?
think that's pretty tough because
I think I give credit to the guys who deserve it.